I think they said your face has draughtism. All right, you can see it up close. It's okay. Very saggy. Thank you, sir.
On Kill Tony episode 732, the dynamic between the guests and the bucket pull comics created one of those strange nights where expectations and reality collided in uncomfortable ways. Ali Sadiq, as expected, delivered with the confidence and polish that comes from years of stand-up experience. Kim Congdon, however, found herself in a much trickier position. A former regular with a loyal following, she came in with a higher bar to clear, and the audience seemed primed to notice every stumble. What unfolded was a set of jokes that didn't quite land, leaving long stretches of awkward silence and an online audience more than willing to dissect the misfire. Reddit, the unofficial post-game commentary booth for Kill Tony, didn't erupt into flames over Kim's performance the way it has in the past, but the mood was telling. Instead of the usual chorus of "she bombed," what emerged was a kind of meta commentary. Some users dismissed her as unfunny and cringed at her attempts to roast the comics, while others defended her, insisting that she's funny in general, but caught in the crosshairs of a fan base that thrives on tearing down familiar faces. In many ways, the absence of detailed criticism spoke volumes. When a guest truly kills, Reddit usually lights up with praise and quotes. When they flop, the dogpile is obvious. Kim's case landed somewhere in between, where the silence itself felt like an indictment.
Yeah, getting turtle framed at a busy beach in Hawaii is...
This bitch was screaming, this old bitch was screaming at me, "You're stressing him out." I said, "You're stressing us both out."
Yeah, dude.
I'm not moving. To be honest, I think the turtle came to me for safety.
The stark contrast came from the bucket pullers. Episode 732 featured several strong amateur sets, with one in particular, Dr. Rabbit, standing out as a crowd favorite. She brought the right mix of absurd energy and surprising timing, earning genuine laughs not only from the audience but also from the panel. Where Kim's polished approach struggled against the chaotic atmosphere, Dr. Rabbit embraced the unpredictable nature of the show. She didn't need to be perfect, she just needed to commit. In Kill Tony, commitment often trumps craft because the crowd rewards audacity and authenticity more than carefully rehearsed material. Her success only amplified the gap between what the audience expected from Kim and what they actually received.
Meow. Oh no.
Part of the problem lies in the structure of Kill Tony itself. The show rewards unpredictability, chaos, and sudden bursts of brilliance from people no one has ever heard of. Regulars and established comedians are supposed to serve as anchors, but when they stumble, the fall looks harsher. A bucket puller can bomb and still get laughs by leaning into the failure. A regular who bombs, however, risks looking like they're out of sync with the very show that helped them build a following. This explains why Reddit so quickly turns on familiar faces. The novelty that once worked in their favor has worn off, leaving little patience when their material doesn't deliver.
You say we were having the crack?
We were having the crack.
Yeah.
We were having the crack. Why did mine kind of sound Indian?
Do it again.
We were having the crack.
We were having the crack and we had the crack. You're bobbing your head basically to that one.
We were having the crack. I have a limerick for you.
No, you're so Indian.
Kim Congdon's situation on episode 732 highlights that dynamic perfectly. She wasn't disastrous, but she wasn't sharp either. And in a setting like Kill Tony, middling results feel worse than outright failure. Dr. Rabbit, on the other hand, embodied the underdog energy that the show's audience craves. She was unexpected, funny, and confident enough to roll with the chaos, and that made her performance memorable.
The impartial truth is that comedy is brutal, and Kill Tony amplifies both the brutality and the rewards. Kim Congdon is an established comic who has proven herself before, but episode 732 wasn't her night. Dr. Rabbit, a total unknown, managed to steal the spotlight. Reddit, in its usual way, reflected the shift in energy. Critical of Kim, celebratory of the bucket pullers, and gleefully invested in the drama. It's a reminder that in the world of Kill Tony, the regulars are never safe. And sometimes the funniest person in the room is the one nobody saw coming.